What is up, everyone? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for another day on stream. It is Tuesday, so we made it past Monday, one of the worst days of the year in the stock market, but we are back and we survived. Hey, what's up, Ascended? Scott B, True Concepts Medical Technologies, what's up? Arthur, good morning. Fernurky, how's it going? There we go. What's up, Rick Rod? Yeah, I know. Glad Monday's over, too. I could not get anything going yesterday. Come on. What's up, Discipline? What's up, Michael? How's it going? Rhoda. How's everybody this morning? Tired? I'm kind of sleepy this morning, to be honest with you. Oh. Let's see what we got going on. Oh my God. 1 second. We do have a 50% runner, but it is from yesterday. KAVL. So KAVL is up on... I'm not entirely sure. They had a PR yesterday. Reached agreement with Philip Morris International for international electronic nicotine delivery system product distribution. So there you go. What's up, Snacks? Good morning. Justin, how's it going? Lance? I mean, the market has fallen pretty much 10% in 4 days. So from here, we were at, what, 415, 416? Yesterday, we hit 373. Bianca, what's up? Good morning. Does it look too dark in here? This is the first morning I've had it be dark because it's cloudy outside. Is that better? I think that's good right there. Can't get the mic exactly where I want it this morning. So yeah, KEVL top gainer is from yesterday. Been wicking around really hard this morning, looks like. I do. Discipline. I love it. I went to the front door this morning to let the dogs out, and the window was literally dripping on the sides of the door. So SONM is up this morning. Second top gainer. Looks like it just had news, maybe. Additional 6.4 million in, in initial stocking orders. So that's the SONM news. Doesn't really seem crazy, but it is a penny stock. 6.4 million. So that's why that popped up. Daily, I'm sure has room. Yeah, so the daily was dying on this thing, and now it's up to like this level right here already. So 80 is going to be resistance on SONM. Thanks everybody for showing up so early. Welcome in. See if we can find something to talk about and maybe get a trade that actually follows through this morning. I see Redbox. Would it have like an effect on the S1? So they're finally diluting, it looks like. Could not break through 18. Tried it several times. We were trying it yesterday in pre-market for a breakup. Kept failing. After open, huge dip that got recovered somehow. And then rejected again. And then it actually consolidated and tried it one more time. It couldn't do it. Yeah, it might be worth playing SPY options, Bianca. Oh, you got short on? Nice. Yeah, that news wasn't fantastic on SONM. But it's trying to push back up again off the 9 and the 1. I really don't see... I don't know. I might take some. Yesterday, I shorted NVIDIA a little bit. So way too early. Or covered, I guess. I had it... Oh, I had it like up in here. Like 160... Yeah, I had it like 160 and a half. And I ended up covering below here. Can't remember exactly where it was. I think it was like 158.50 or something. So I got $2 per share on it. I would imagine that we wouldn't go like insanely down again today, but maybe. What the hell is that? You say data in 20 minutes? The PPI. So yeah, that's 8:30, the PPI. Rice brain. Ribbit. What's up, Booch? What's up, Steven? Yeah, I think it needs to have a recovery day. It's dropped off insane. That's not even SPY. Pretty much SPY. Insane drop off in 3 days, 4 days. A lot of gaps to fill on the way back up when it does happen. But it could not get through this level right here. 415 to 420. And then the bad data just sent it down. So, I mean, we've got over here 365. So there's a lot of zones between 350 and like 370 that it could hold. $350, $360, $365, and $370. Hey Dozer, what's up? Good morning. How's it going? Yeah, so this is pricing in 0.75 to 1, right? I would imagine. So if it is that, then it should like start trending back up. But you think there's any chance that it's 0.5 still? And will the market absolutely freak out if it is? Yeah, 75 and 50 will be long, okay. Makes sense. Not digging this music this morning. We'll try that one. I would not be surprised if Redbox ends up surviving, but right now I think it's getting towards out of play at the moment just because of the active S1 now. Shorts have got a really nice position that they can play with up here now because it had been trending for ever. It felt like they never really got ahead, but now they're ahead. Hold on one second. All right, I heard something upstairs that sounded like a sack of potatoes fell, and it was Noah. He was trying to stand up, and he like hit something and fell sideways. So, but don't worry, my wife's up there. It's not like he's by himself. He's just being a regular 1-year-old trying to figure out how to stand up and move around. Not too much action so far, huh? Wow, CLVS is this low? I remember this thing over here making its run to like 8 to 10. You can say that with about everything, though, that's ran over the past couple of years. Like, they're nowhere near where they used to be. Absolutely destroyed. Wow, it did make a new high, huh? I guess, I mean, when you're literally the only thing with news, but that news, I mean, 6.4 million for a company, I mean, I guess. Doesn't scream buy to me. Where's the oil at this morning? So oil's pushing back up, sort of, again. The highs were 92.2, and we're still at 90.75 right now. So it's not out of the question to push up today. It definitely did not fall with the market. Houston yesterday, I was looking at this down here, and it ended up just ramping straight up. I didn't realize that their float was only 18 million on SONM. Maybe that is why. But I mean, it said clearly in the PR that they already had an order for 9.5 million, and this is just an additional. And having that 9.5 million order, the daily was dying, like pure death. So, I mean, it's a little bit more. It's not as much as even the first initial order, but it is more. But the thing's up here near 80 now. So I think it's just something to play. It's going to be a trading body today. Or someone called it here in their Discord, and now they're selling. So, yeah, that's what we're looking at this morning. SONM, top gainer, only thing really moving. Let's look through some old stuff that are still kind of remotely in play. Actually, that's completely gone now. So BKSY, I can just delete off of this watch list. VTNR. It's due a recovery day, considering that oil's still up. ANC and Game have been going with the market lately. So I think if SPY decides to get a little bit of a run today, then you might see AMC and GameStop perk up a little. SIGA, I think, finally lost its momentum. it would need like a PR specific to SIGA, I think, to save it. Or a big time monkeypox headline. That doesn't look bad. EFOI, 3 days in a row over the 200 SMA, 3 resistance above. So as long as this holds like 220, I think it's got a good shot for 3 if it gets some momentum back in. It's been trading sideways. So that's a back burner. VERU. I'm so sick of this one. I hope it's just dead now. I hope it ends up going back to $5 just because I'm so tired of it. It's been in play for what feels like all of 2022, and it's just been chop, 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 straight up, down, down, dead, recovery day, try to break out, die. Like, we're done with it. I can say collectively as a group, we are done with Veru. You just got to keep pushing, man. You got to keep treating a new day like it's a new day. And don't think about your losses. Don't snowball it. Just keep trading like you normally would. You got to trade like a robot. So, I mean, if you take a big loss one day, you figure out why you did it. You work on why you did it. Work on what happened, what went wrong. And then the next day you go in fresh slate, like you're starting your day over again, and just push again. Yeah, I mean, sizing down is one thing. That is like changing your strategy, though. So if you're wanting to know how to stop the losses, like physically, like you're looking for actual ways to stop, then sizing down, not chasing, setting rules, having stop losses. But if you're talking psychological, you need to just treat every day like a new day, which it is. I don't know which way you're asking, actually, now that I think about it. I'm going to step away for one more second, and then we'll be back for the 8:30 headline, the PPI news. All right. So we got about a minute until that news comes out. So we'll see how that pops. Thanks, Booch, for the shout out there. Yeah, I'm trying to get to 1,000 within, I'd like to do it before I leave on my trip to Boston. We're at 9:51 right now. So we're on our way. We're close, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get 49 more before the end of tomorrow. We'll see. I appreciate everybody sharing, everybody subscribing to the channel, giving it to people that might help out, being here daily. All right, let's see what we got. So we're up now. Hey, what's up, AC? Good morning. Okay, so it was plus 0.8, consensus plus 0.8, food and energy plus 0.5, consensus plus 0.6. Sometimes it doesn't show me if I get a new sub during the stream. Sometimes it pops up. You guys have seen it pops up over here, but sometimes it doesn't. So I'm actually at 9:53 right now. So yeah, we got a little green action on SPY. I don't know if these. Oh my gosh, I don't know if these numbers are as important. It feels like a Broda question because we're not getting much reaction either way out of the news there. Berkey, what's up? Good morning. How's it going? But we are getting a positive reaction here, so maybe we'll have a green day on SPY. We're definitely not going to close this gap today, but maybe even like 380, 382, 383 would be nice just to see a little bit of green. So, yeah, there's that. So I'll keep SPY up. Actually, SPY is up down here, so maybe get a recovery day on large caps. Quite important, but not too much from expectations. Okay, so it needs to just settle for a bit. So breaking it down for everybody, what does this one mean as compared to the other one from Friday? So this is the producer prices, right? The PPI. And the other one was the CPI. So it's consumer, I'm guessing consumer versus producer, right? That's it, Barkey. That is it. Redbox kind of had a dilution completion. So, okay, so this is the side of the producer then. This is the numbers of like people making the goods and services, and the consumer side is obviously us that are buying. Yeah, AERC's down, but it's not out of play. So AERC and then KBL was just kind of sitting there last time I looked. Yeah, it's not doing anything. And then SONM had a 6 million contract. Okay, that's a good write-up for that. So CPI evaluates cost of consumer-related services for residents. PPI prices, then the producers pay for raw goods and services. Okay. So it looks like it's 10.8% year over year, and it was expected 10.9%. Yeah, I got you. I got you. What the producers pay. So what they're paying for their goods to create the product for the consumer. So yeah, not a whole lot to watch right now, to be honest with you. SONM trading kind of sideways, rejecting this 82 level. KVL really has no volume at all. Crypto, I've never been a huge fan of crypto to begin with, but I think Bitcoin looks like it's coming down to, try to hold this 20K level, which was the huge breakout level from years ago. So it should be close to a short-term bottom, I would think, but it might trade sideways here for a bit. And Bitcoin is your key leader, Felt like a chase, but usually when they put in those bid props, either it absolutely explodes or it does nothing. So it did nothing, and that's my key to get right back out. So I'll look for an actual entry on it now. That's not the type of entry I want. I don't want to be chasing this high at the top of this candle. The only reason I took it is because bid support came in, but it was just a prop bid, so. Okay, so that's a big cycle, yeah. Oil, if you can't afford oil, you get a coal, and then coal is bad for the environment. So, makes sense. So we'll look to buy Houston hopefully on a dip, but oil's really breaking out. So might be worth it to just add and see if it breaks out of this trend line here. I don't like how I'm 20 cents late on this, though. I really don't. They're just going to buy it through. Yeah, this feels like a chase up here. It really does. Especially in pre-market. But over that trend line, I mean, it looks like a breakout to me. Kind of hope it rejects this and pulls back a little bit. I don't want to see it just blow through like that. Come on. On super low volume, too. Now the spread's 10 cents. So this is a perfect example of a buy high, sell higher scenario right now. Level 2's thin. But this could get smacked back down quick and easy. There's a bidder at 680. Okay, SONM pushing a little higher now. 83, 84. So it's testing high of day now. 85, 86. Houston's just going to blow through too. So I guess 8:40 a.m. Eastern time is algo switch time to where things just start melting straight up. You buy high, you sell higher. Because oil's not really even making a huge move right now. But Houston's getting the volume. So I had the entry, but it didn't move when I took the entry, which was the play that I was trying to play. So I get back out. That's how it works. Nothing I ever do am I buying and holding and hoping. Ever. I buy for a specific reason at a specific time. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So you started that move, huh, Steven? What'd you buy? 50K down here? 655? 660? We'll go pinpoint it. Let's see. It's got to be this one right here. So 10K. I see you. Why did that take my trend line away? Oh, it's only on the 15 minute. Oh, you're not in? Yeah, I don't like this breaking out in pre-market like this at all. I had one potential play on it, which was the fact that they put in bid support, had a good risk reward. It was still down 670s. And then they pulled a bid, so I got out for like 4 cent loss. I am not ever gonna buy and just say, well, this might go to here if I hold it all day. Like, no, it's not how I trade. SONM flagging a little bit on the 1 minute. Needs up through 85 to 87. But Houston is the lead dog when it comes to oil. Yeah, ENSV and what else was trying to go the other day? Was it MARPS or something? No, it wasn't MARPS. I guess it was just ENSV. Yeah, ENSV, I mean, I kept talking about that one. They had the daily set up, and it did end up breaking it that one day. Yeah, Redbox trying to bounce off the lows after the S1 was put into effect, which means that it is actively diluting now. I didn't notice CENN had news this morning. That used to be NACD, NAKD, or Naked, whatever you want to call it. They're doing recycling of lithium batteries. This looks like it wants to bust through 85, 86. So no follow through there yet. Multiple rejections near Hive Day. So price action today is looking very similar to price action yesterday. Like nothing is breaking through where it normally should, and then you'll have these just kill candles and then these odd U-shaped recoveries into Hive Day. But price action still seems off. See if Houston can get through 710. So this is a setup where 710 breaks should pop higher now. But with the price action the way it's been happening, see? Okay, so here's your red candle. I was just talking about it. Now this will be the move that sends it if it's going to get sent. Is this huge, just trappy red knife down from 86 to 80. So the pattern's completely gone now. There's no pattern. It wasn't ascending. Now it's broken down. But that's the type of thing that sends stocks lately. You know, you got to trap. You got to fail. You got to look ugly. You can't just continue out through a pattern anymore. Hey, what's up, Jesus? Yeah, I don't even know if it's worth taking a trade through here. Normally, it would make sense to buy through 710. But I'm already seeing the nonsense start on stuff like SO&M. Good volume coming in, and then just completely get smacked. Let's see. Is this going to sell right back down on me? That was the question. So I'm watching level 2 here, 719 refreshing. Through up to 720 now, 721. I'm taking 1,000 off 720. Watching these 716, 715 bids. I want to see it push up through 720. 730's got 55K ask up there. I can already see it. So we're slowing down, but we do have a little action. Through 710 actually worked, so that was the trade I was looking for. And I see how I timed it up right when it happens. That's what I'm looking for every time. I want to be in the trade immediately green. So taking 500 more off. Got 1,000 left. Not going to let it go below 715 now. This could end up only being like a 5-cent trade. 5, 6, 7 cents, you know. So 722 now. I want to see it push higher. You do have some ask on the resistance up here, so. You guys 655? My goodness. It's a great entry. Okay, so now this is selling straight back down, and I'm going to end up selling these last 1,000 shares for even, looks like. Yep. So I was down 100 on it. Now I am up $35 on it. That is it. Ugly red candle. Made a high of day by 2 cents. But you need these ugly ass trap candles with red nasty volume to go higher now. So there's no such thing as, flagging sideways, consistent green volume. You got to have a breakup, immediate test of where you just broke down. So sure, this can go higher, but momentum-wise, this is not the moves that are normal. This is the normal for this year, maybe. But when you get up, you want to see, push higher here. If you don't push higher here, maybe trade sideways above 715, 716. Don't immediately come back down to test where you just broke out of. That's not normal. But don't be surprised if it holds right here, pushes higher through 720. My scalping style, as you see, it's usually timing things up, either on a dip buy or a breakthrough. I scaled some at 720, which was the resistance, only 10 cents, unfortunately. And then I held a little bit for even. So hold for a stop There's no stops in pre-market, but a mental stop at even. Because you don't want to take any kind of loss on the trade. But now they're going to walk it right back up after the an uglier red candle that retested the breakout. At least it retested the breakout and held. But like this one, it broke out from 690, and it did have a candle that went down to 695. So maybe Houston just has to completely give up every cent of its gains to go higher. That's what it's looking like. So every cent of a breakout gain needs to come back and be retested to go higher. Oil's not moving higher right now. Oil's just kind of sitting there. See if this actually blows through now. This is going to be big resistance. I don't see somebody swiping this in pre-market, personally. And the 5-minute on this, I'm sure this looks ridiculous now. Yeah, looks absolutely ridiculous. Melting straight up. Let's see what happens at 7:30 here. So breakout, give up the entire breakout, back to retest it, and then hold, and then scoop higher. Okay, showing some resistance up near 7:30. So these moves right here are all algos. When it's disconnected and like floaty like this is just like algos loading up. Because people have a little bit of risk reward tolerance, and they do not just keep slapping things higher like this. So they turn the algos on. People bought through this though. But people, traders, I'll say traders, in 2022 know that breakouts don't last at all. You got to take your gains as quick as possible. So that's why you see this candle. So it didn't follow through at 720, gave it right back up. But then it traded sideways again and went a little bit higher, and now falling again. Yeah, nice trade, Scott. 655. So you were buying like right after 8 a.m. this morning, huh? So it's trying to hold the 20 on the 1. It's back underneath 720. Yeah, watching oil this morning. Okay. So looking like they're trying to shove it back down. I'm watching this 718 level. That's an ass that they're trying to walk. It's small, but they're trying to walk it. Underneath this, I could see it coming back to, 705 level. Test VWAP 702. So yeah, if you bought in anticipation, that was great. Right here, we bought that what we thought was starting to curl up at like 675. But then it was just a bid prop that put in, pulled out. So I got out for like 2-3 cent loss. And then it just melted into the sky. Just melted straight up. Multiple green candles, all algos. And then we finally got a small trade here on the break. But the breakup was from 710 to 720. KAVL trying to hold the 250 level. That'll be on watch today, especially if it holds over 240. Okay, oil's trying to go to highs now. So you should see this hammer off this level. Take it. Okay, I got filled there. 714. I'm gonna risk 710. $100 more. But it is now trending down as oil is trending up. So, and you've got multiple bottoms here at 712. So this is just a quick scalp, hopefully, for volume. It's 9 a.m. right now. You want to see this push higher on this 1 minute candle, I think. You don't want to see it pull back at all. Yeah, I'm getting out. So there's the pullback. Complete opposite of oil reaction right now. So we have a couple news things coming out. Gevo project major milestone. Nothing crazy though. So now oil down actually at 9 a.m. as well. So price action is still not right today. It is not acting the way that I usually see it happen over the past 6 years. Yeah, Houston just straight bleeding off now. So maybe retest the 7 level. Maybe 695. Which one? CLVS? Yeah, it's kind of sitting there, but the chart's set up. Absolutely. Level 2 is very thin. You couldn't even get 10K if you tried. So I took a re-entry on Houston because of that oil candle. Look at the oil right here. Big spike there. So I want to see this push up to 720 again. There's 715, 716. Big oil spike. Are we going to be the inverse or are we going to actually follow through? Will not let this go red. But look at the USO candle here. You want to see strong Houston reaction on that. You just added Houston too? Okay. Do not want to see this come down below 705 with this kind of candle. Absolutely not. Okay, 718, 720 now through 720. Yeah, oil is mooning. And Houston is struggling so far. We're getting there though, slow and steady. But USO had a monster candle. Okay, 720 test again. Refresh. Through 720, 722. Big selling pressure here. Shorts must be hammering. They must not be watching this. Look at this USO candle. Monster push on USO. What happened? I don't see anything specific to oil, but I'm holding this position now after this push. This might be delayed. There we go. 725, 727. Normally I would take some off near 730, but looking at this, I kind of want to hold it through high of day now, the whole position. So 728, 29, 30's gone. So it looks like we're headed over 735. We're headed to 750 next. I will be scaling 500 here. Do 500 more. So I got 1,500 left out of my original 2,500. Volume is increasing. As you see, oil had a monster spike. I would imagine this would test 750. Yeah, I'm trying to be patient on some shares. I'm locking some in. You know, there's nothing wrong with locking some in, but trying to be patient on the rest. Oil higher. Oil just pushed through highs. Where did I end up selling that? 731. If it was low enough, I could have re-added there. But Houston is the number one watch right now for the day for me now. All right, we're up to 956 subscribers. We are getting so close. So we're flagging here on the woman on HUSA. Oil is still pushing. You know how HUSA is, though. It's going to want to have that trap candle before it pushes any higher. Oh, Endo's actually going? Endo screwed me yesterday, man. Endo's really pushing. I was buying it right around here, just because it was starting to break out. Houston was already running, and it flushed to my stop, 778, and then ripped to 830. So Houston not breaking the flag yet. Trying to double bottom 725. Under 725, I'm going to sell 500 more. And then I'll hold the 1,000 for continued move. But we're looking good here. We got a good position. Potsy. Yes. If I click underneath, that's just to make sure that I get filled. So I'm not like getting stuck and just left on the ask if it does skip down. I'm getting the best price. Oh, Endo's getting pumped? Okay. My mic is just not in the right spot today. I'll pull up Endo on my other screen too so I can see it a little bigger. Yep, I'm always and same thing for buying. Like usually I'll go a couple cents above to make sure I get filled and don't get left on the bid. Same thing for selling. Like I'll sell down here, but it still gives me the best price. Yeah, Endo's ripping right now. I don't want to pull this away, but Endo pushing up 1060. Yeah, I had this yesterday at 8. 2,500 shares. Houston's still screwing around though. It is up 15%, yes, but it's just screwing around for now in the 720, 730s. Over this level, 750s, but it did break out of this downtrend line that has been going since the 8th, and today is what, the 14th. So we are breaking up right here. Maybe I'll get a potential to re-add some shares. Yep, Houston has to do the red candles before it can go higher. It can't just flag in pattern. I should have hit that. Endo's still got really good volume right now. So I'm going to re-add my shares right here, actually. And then stop the whole position for even. This should push higher off of the 20 on the 1, especially with Endo pushing higher. So I'm just back up to 2,500 now instead of the 1,500. But no, in Houston, they'll just walk it down, take me out, and send it higher. Are you full out? Okay. Okay, so there we go. 5K bidder, 720. I want to see this get back up towards 730 again. $14K bidder. There we go. Getting some good volume coming in now. Since we are in pre-market, I may scale those 1,000. I just bought 719 back out at 730. We'll see. A couple bidders coming in here. Nothing insanely heavy, but you got 3 different bids. $10K, 725, or 9K. Endo still pushing higher, 1020. Okay, I'm selling that 1,000 I just bought. Still got 1,500. Got about, what is it, like 20 minutes still open? 18 minutes still open? Okay, a little selling pressure back down. I got my 1,000. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cut and I'm going to look for a re-entry after open. So I got a full cut there. Not up a ton on it, but I mean, didn't give a great move, really, unless you bought down here in 650. But Endo still hanging around 10 level. Oil's pulling back a little bit too, so that's another good reason to exit your position, wait for a re-entry after open. Maybe we can get a better position. Okay, see, we're walking down now. Walking down under 710. Maybe it'll give like a 690 entry. That would be really good. So that's how I try to time up my trades. Try to get out at the right point and try to get in at the right point to where I'm holding for the least amount of time for the biggest move. All right, since we're slowing down just a little bit, I'm going to go feed the dogs real quick before open, and I'll be back. All right. Did I miss anything? Nothing crazy. I think the market's still up a little. So yeah, 377.85. Market's up a little. Maybe get some large cap push after open and oil push after open. Kind of a descending triangle on KVL, but still in play. Those can still break upwards. All right, we went through our hour of music. Let's find another one.
This is a real B&H customer story. Steph Mandis came to B&H to take her photography to the...
IMPP just released the earnings. Let's see. First thing they're bragging about is raising $135 million due to offerings. That's not great. Doesn't sound bad. Yeah, doesn't sound bad. But they just had that warrant exercise at 70-cent news yesterday, so that sent them down a little bit. So oil pulling back a little bit more now into open. So you should see that in HUSA and Indo's reaction. Sometimes they like to break loose, though, and kind of do their own thing, which very well could happen. Indo's flagging just above VWAP here. But with oil pulling back, you would think it will pull back. Volume's almost non-existent now. Yeah, oil is really all I see besides that KABL maybe holding 250 and pushing higher. That's about it. Connor Judd, I didn't see the subscription, so thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. $9.57 now. China stocks up this morning? Yep. So global markets must have been up. QD. That's about it, though. I think it's going to be an oil day. Looks like it, at least. But we got a head and shoulder on the 1 minute on HUSA. But lately, I mean, bearish patterns have been extremely bullish. Bullish patterns have been extremely bearish. So you just take it with a grain of salt. Don't look at anything. Don't look at the pattern. Don't look at the lines. Don't look at anything but the fact that it's going to trap and it's going to push higher. I feel like that's the only thing that matters now. The trappier it looks, the higher it'll go. Go to the 5 minute. Trappy just looks like, so like, say, this is a perfect example. This is just a 1 minute, but you see how that big red candle here, big red candle here, and then it never goes any lower. It just swoops its way back up. Just like this, it has like kill candles, which should be the end of the run or a pullback, but then those never go any lower and push higher. See, it went through the 9, the 20, and VWAP on this 1 minute candle, and then that was the bottom, and it just melted its way back up. Same thing right here, and it's going to try to do it again. AERC is a perfect example from day one. Won't let me go back that far. Redbox is a great example too. So Redbox will pull this stuff. Will go like huge red, consolidate sideways into a bear flag, huge red, not go any lower, and then just melt its way back to high of day. Just trapping the shorts. Not actually forming patterns and pushing higher like it did this day, but just trapping. Like this move. Huge red. And then just trade sideways and melt up. So if it's following patterns and breakouts and technical analysis, this 3 bar would have been a flag that broke to the upside. But it was a flag that failed. And the flag that failed ended up not getting scooped up at the main bottom and just getting melted into the sky. So that's a really good example of a trappy move right there. What looks like a full pattern fail is not. Yeah, no problem. And I feel like nothing in 2022 will move at all unless it has the ugliest trap move ever. Husa pushing higher now, even though oil really isn't. Interesting. So we are open. I had everything muted, so I didn't realize. We just opened. So Husa pushing higher, even though oil isn't. I think it's going to pull back some. I think it should. It's not, but I think it should. Please don't go straight up. Yep, just going to go straight up, looks like. KAVL trying to hammer. So that's why I didn't want it to straight push up. Huge wick at the top on Husa. So KAVL tried to hammer and then it failed too. Well, I was trying to. It went green for a second, but then it went right back down. So Husa, big red rejection candle. That is why you don't want to see a straight up move into the open. And now that makes the whole pattern look ugly. So now you're going to want to see oil kind of push up to help this. Indo red now as well. I'm going to turn up the scanners a little bit now that we're into the open so I can hear what's going on. CLVS running. Straight up to 97. Needs through 97, pre-market high. It won't fix it. So yeah, this is going straight up, 1.7 million volume. CLVS into open. Straight up to 97, 98. I hear red box warrants. Is red box bouncing? Yep, red box is bouncing some here. Hammer candle at open. 1250 now. This could be another thing that traps the shorts. Yep. There might be some resistance here at the 50 on the 5, but nope, it's just going to go straight up. So dilution isn't even going to stop red box. Big push from 11 to 13 now on red box. Indo pullback, USO pullback, Husa pullback. So the Oilers are pulling back at the moment. Okay, big wick, big upper wick now on red box from 13 to 12. Spread is very thin. It's getting very difficult to even try to play. Low 12s now. Getting bought up a little bit, low 12s. And then down. Okay, so through I know 1170. This candle might even end red. So red box, not even going to watch it. SONM. Little bounce. Not really super interested in that. That looks terrible. KAVL could not hold up. Could still have a green to match the red and do the classic trap move, but it doesn't look too good. CLVS still in play. Hey, Jordan. Good morning. Yeah, not a whole lot happening so far. We got a little oil action, but that's about it. Watching CLVS and SONM. Is that really going to push up through there? So it opened low, had a trap into open, actually. So it had the huge trap candle into open, straight up, and now it's testing the upper wick there, 77. Let's look at CLVS on the 1. So it's holding the 9 on the 1. I hear Dawn on the scanner. I know they had an offering this morning. I like this music. Feels like I'm watching Dr. Disrespect. Some cyberpunk music. So CLVS up test to 94. So this just confirms what I was just talking about. Things cannot break out unless they have the trap move. So CLV or SONM was sitting on the 20 on the 5, up towards VWAP, towards open, and then right before open, it just had a complete, what looks like kill candle, death candle, but then straight into a trap. CLVS, interesting, it skipped me over. Up through 95 now. 96, so I missed the entry there. I tried to get 95 and I missed it. I want to see it push through 97 and go test the dollar. Volume's got to continue through, though. Get through 97 and then up to a dollar test. Probably going to risk like half a cent here. $96.79. $96.95. Come on, push through 97. So there's 97 through 97 to 98. $98 test through 98 to 98.76. So there is going to be resistance at 99 and a dollar. I'm going to take a little bit off there. 99 test here. Holding some for the 1 test through 99 now. Blowing up the scanner at the moment. Okay, oil hammer candle. So as soon as I get out of this trade, I'm going to switch back over to oil and watch that. We're through 99, coming up on a dollar test now. Here's a dollar test. So either we'll get a big rejection at 1 here, or it'll push through, maybe go test 105, 110. So through 1. I'm going to take a little bit more off at 1 here and ride the rest for a 105 to 110 test. So we're putting in some support here at 1. It didn't immediately sell back through, so looks good so far. Got my stop up tight. Might even move it up to 99 now because I don't want to see it go below 1. So I've got my last bit of shares at 99, and they hit. So it tried to push up through 1, could still push up through 1, but now it's pulling back down below to 98. Okay, gotta pull up these Oilers. So Indo had a, okay, Indo, trap move. Straight down into a straight up. Classic. So if you want to see what a trap move is, you're seeing it. Just straight down, straight up. USO trying to flag to push higher. HUSA. Oh my gosh, HUSA had a monster candle. So it had the breakout into a red, and then it had, you would have guessed it, the trap move straight into a big green all the way to 750. So HUSA trying to push higher here. Up to 750 test. 3 barring on the 1. Oil not really pushing higher, but HUSA's trying to. 750 was the res we were talking about earlier. CLVS back up to a 1 test now after falling back below. I'd like to see oil have a big candle here. See if I can get a scalp on HUSA maybe. Got 742. I want to see it push up through 750 right here on this 1 minute candle. Got a risk right here. So 745. Okay, 47. Want to see it push higher here. It's struggling. Needs to push through this pattern. Oil looks green here. Not as high as it was earlier. We're going to pull back. Look at that. Okay, so it perfectly rated me. As soon as it tapped my stop loss, it went up 15 cents. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So they rated to the cent to get my stop and then hit 760. So when you play with a stop, sometimes that happens. They come to raid you. And if you were watching the Matrix here, as soon as it tapped my stop, it was 10 cents higher. So that's always fun. You love to see it. And I was risking low of candle, which is what it came down to touch. You love to see it. But oil trying to push a little higher. It's not really going nuts right now. Let me flip through some other stuff real quick, since we're not going crazy. SONM failed the 80 level. CLVS looks like it failed the dollar level. Absolutely. So that's fail and fail. KAVL trying to go lower. So absolute no follow through on anything else but oil so far, which was kind of expected. Indo, big wick here. Could this be the trap move on Indo, though? So Indo, I'm going to take a position here on Indo. I'm going to risk 965. With oil pushing higher. HUSA pushing higher as well. So you want to see Indo push up towards $10 again here. Really hope this one doesn't come and raid me too. I'm going to be very upset if it does. So up through 980. As soon as the bidder came in, he got smashed. So oil is pushing higher. You should see Indo push here. Push up to 10. Come on. So 990, 94. 20K better here now, so my stop's moving up just under him. 10 test. Push straight through 10, maybe give us 1050. Don't you wick. Wow. So it almost ate that entire bid. Bulls really need to push it through 10 here. 96. I do not like how wicky it's being right here. I do not like it at all. Push through 10. 97, 98. Still wicking around. 94. 95, 97. Get the push through 10. It's going to come down and get me. Yep. So I'm out. Bad action. Especially with Husa. Look at Husa pushing. Maybe take it through 10 now. Husa straight up. But Indo is struggling to go 10 cents. Give it one more shot here. I want to see the push up through 10 here. Nope. Wow. So Indo, I'm taking that off my screen entirely. And it slipped me for 5-cent slippage thanks to Trade Station. So, wow. Oil straight up. I'm about to give this one more shot. I hate to chase back in this thing again because it's acting so ugly. It's literally my last try on this. Oil is ripping. This needs a push through 10 right now. There's a 10 test. 995. Oil is absolute straight up, and Indo cannot break through. Get back out. Yeah, Indo is very ugly today. I should have just stuck with Husa. CLVS up through 1. It 3-barred underneath 1 and went straight up through to 107. Yeah, Indo is very frustrating. Maybe just need to size down. See, there it goes. And it's still just barely breaking through. Look at this oil candle. That's frustrating. Still wicking. It went up 20 cents. Yeah, I'm not gonna play Indo today. So ENSV kind of up on thin air like it usually does. So I'm just gonna go to Husa. Indo has gotten so ugly you can't even play it. But as expected in this market, Husa is flagging here. Low 780. You want to see it make the push up through 8 here. 793, 94. 95. You want to see Husa blow the lid off of 8 right here. Oil still straight up. CLVS now over 110. Okay, 798. Cut that position. Nothing will follow through today. This price action is still so bad. Could not break through 8 even though oil's having this kind of candle. It wants to have the trap move first. It wants to have the straight down knife trap move before it can break out. Man, I should have held my CLVS. So with oil near high of day, Houston has became the inverse. Really, really bad price action up near $8 on Houston. Man, let's pull up CLVS. Had that at 98 cents, I think. So it went through one, pulled all the way back to 95, and then straight up through. Hey, thanks, Ryan. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Price action's not cooperating with us this morning, but we're trying. Yeah, what a hell of a 3-bar here. We caught the initial move, but usually when they test one pullback, they'll go to like maybe 98, 97, but this straight down to 95 and then straight back up again. So Houston's still within range, but it wanted that. Yep. There's the 8 test. So Houston wanted to go below to look absolutely horrible first so it could hammer up and go to high of day. They hammered it up at the end of that 1 minute candle into a hive candle, and then they hit a new hive day. But now still selling pressure. Indo looks terrible still. HILS from the other day, popping just a little bit. Yeah, this is not the kind of flag you want to see up near 8. Especially with oil making this big of a push today. Is it because SPY went red? Is that why the price action's so bad right now? Figured we would fade off into a grind on SPY today.
NYXH.
KVL still hanging around, but it's hanging around very low. Went to 230. But CLVS was the best breakout over 1. SIGA, said. Yeah, SIGA over 10. Straight up, though. Had a hammer candle at open. Into 1010. I don't know. Maybe I'm off because I'm trying to trade on stream, like through the matrix for the first time I've ever done that in my career. So maybe that's why I'm a little off. But I feel like the price action's still just not acting correctly at all. Like patterns are not pushing through. Hive days are not happening. You're just getting trap into high, into low, into trap. Indo, ugly intraday so far. Is that the Revlon? My gosh, it was dead. That's like the beauty products, right? Revlon? Make like hair dryers and shit. It's making a push. I'm not sure why it's up 38% though. Oh, they could file for bankruptcy next week. Dawn, high of day on an offering. Cool. Love to see it. So that's just a new form of trap. So they literally dropped an offering. I'm almost positive this morning. Yep. Dropped an offering. Just a trap. So Revlon, maybe a BK bounce is what it's doing right now. 170 pre-market high up through 170. I guess I should have chased there. It was just going straight up. Yeah, makes perfect sense. Offering into a new high of day. So yeah, so far the price action is mirroring yesterday. We are getting moves, but the moves are having very strange rhyme or reason to them. They're either melting straight up, or they're just very, very trappy, ugly moves. I'm not chasing this high day. Absolutely not. Especially with what I've seen so far this morning. But Rev is pushing. Straight up. Revlon. Looks like a bankruptcy bounce. A little bit of a gap over 187 to 205. 187 to 205 gap. Those don't have to fill, but they tend to want to fill sometimes. So CLVS rejecting a little bit off the 110 level. Still getting decent volume coming in, but it's kind of heavy. What's the float on this now? Okay, so it doesn't show the float, but the shares outstanding is 138 million, so it is a heavier one.
KAVL, FLCH.
So USO actually flagging for high day. Houston's still screwing around. $766 is the low now. Went down to the 20 on the 1. Do I want to test this again? They just filled my stop without even hitting the price. Man, this is just really strange price action this morning. They are gobbling up stops. They are faking out. They are wicking down. Looks like overall it's going to break over 8, though, eventually. It's trading like Redbox. Just trap, 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 push higher, barely make a high of day, trap some more. But I think the big move happens after oil breaks higher, which is actually pulling back a little bit now. I mean, I'm up 400 on Houston. That's not like crazy. That's a decent amount, I guess. Yeah, I usually just play momentum and the gainers or what's in play. So Houston's not really a top gainer for the day. I mean, it's on the list now, but it's just in play because of oil. But mainly just play what's the top gainers. I don't trust Houston to take it through this level. Feels like it wants to trap down to 775 again. Rev still pushing. Up to 185 now. Trying a quick scalp through 185. I don't trust this breakout, so I'm probably going to sell really quickly. Yeah, I'm out right there. $150 scalp. Just try to, in this market, you have to add together just quick little taps. Can't go anything with size. Can't expect anything to go 1 cent higher than it's at right now. If you see green, you take it. in a heartbeat. Rev's still pushing up. Has zero reason to push up. It is only pushing up due to, I guess, a bankruptcy bounce. But I mean, when you're buying when 85, whatever I was trading, you can't hold it. 2 should be some resistance, and then I think it was 207 is the gap fill. Invax is up today. COVID back or something. Yeah, Invax straight up. But we've reached 10 a.m. I think I'm going to call it right here. So definitely keep oil on watch today. Houston through 8. Indo through 10. Rev is having a bankruptcy bounce. Watch for that 207, 2 to 207 level for a rejection. CLVS has had some good momentum this morning. It is pulling back now. Could get a bounce potentially. Price action is not the best. So if you see green, take your green. Don't try to hold forever. Don't try to get the highest price target. Just take your scalps, take your green. We are in a bear market. Take your money when it shows up. But I will be back tomorrow for the last day of the week for me. Remember, like I said, I'm gone Thursday to Thursday, so I'll be back the Thursday after. But I appreciate it. Rev actually up through 2 now. So Rev to 215 on absolute thin air. So it's just a low float, I guess, pushing through on a BK bounce. But appreciate everybody being here. Thanks for all the subs today. Thanks for helping me push towards that 1,000 mark. Maybe we can get there tomorrow. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for everybody hanging out with me all morning, staying here steady. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. See ya.